Good morning students, Sairam. In today's math session we are going to start a new chapter, that is fractions. Children, in your previous classes you have learnt about the fractions. Let's do a quick revision of what you have already learnt. Children, if you have a pizza and if you want to share it with one of your friends, into how many parts you will cut the pizza? You will cut it into 2 equal parts. And you and your friend, each of you will get half of the pizza. Similarly, if you cut the pizza into 4 equal parts and if you consume 3 out of 4, then what fraction of pizza you have consumed? You have consumed 3/4 of the pizza. And what fraction of the pizza is left? It is 1 out of 4, that means 1/4 of the pizza is left. Let's look at one more example. If you have a chocolate bar which is divided into 9 equal parts, and if you give 5 out of 9 to your friend, then what fraction you have shared with your friend? It is 5 out of 9. And what fraction of the chocolate bar is left? It is 4 out of 9. 4 parts of the 9 parts is left. That is, the fraction is 4 out of 9. Now look at a few more examples. So here we have flowers. How many flowers are there? There are total 8 flowers. And how many flowers are red? 3 flowers are red. So what fraction of flowers are red? Fraction of red flowers is 3 upon 8. In this picture, again we have 8 flowers. And how many flowers are yellow? They are 5. So the fraction of yellow flowers is 5 upon 8 or 5 out of 8. Then in this figure, in this picture, we have 10 balls. They are different colored balls. So how many balls are of yellow or green color out of 10 balls? They are 4. So what is the fraction of yellow balls? It is 4 out of 10. In the last picture, what is the fraction of red balls? It is 5 out of 10. That means 5 upon 10. So what is a fraction? A fraction represents a part of the whole. The whole may be a single object or a group of objects which is divided into equal parts. Now 3/4 is a fraction. 3 upon 4 is a fraction, and we read it as 3/4. And here 3 is how many parts we have, and 4 is how many parts the whole is divided into. 3 is the numerator and 4 is the denominator. Denominator represents the whole, how many parts the whole is divided into, and the numerator represents how many parts we have. So a fraction is a part of whole. The whole here can be in one object or a group of objects, but the parts of the whole should be equal. So in the first one, here we have whole or a complete circle. In the second circle, if we divide the circle into 2 equal parts, then the shaded portion is half. Shaded portion is half. In the third one, the shaded portion is 1 out of 4. It is divided into 4 equal parts. The shaded portion is 1 upon 4. Then in the last one, there are 3 shaded parts out of 4. So the fraction is 3 upon 4 or 3/4. So this is how we represent the fractions. Now let's start solving the problems of exercise 7.1. Write the fraction representing the shaded portion. Here in the first figure we have Total number of boxes 4. And how many boxes are shaded? 2. So what is the fraction? It is 2 upon 4, or it can be taken as 1 upon 2. Now in the next picture, here we have total number of boxes 9 and total number of boxes shaded is 8. So what is the fraction? It is 8 upon 9. Here we have what is the number of shapes? 8, and the shapes which are shaded, they are 4. So what is the fraction? It is 4 upon 8, or it can be taken as 1 upon 2. Now in the fourth one, the number of parts, the ball is divided into 4. Number of shaded parts is 1. So what is the fraction? It is 1 upon 4. Question number 2. Color the part according to the given fraction. So here in the first figure, the figure is divided into 6 parts. So how many parts we have to shade? We have to shade 1 out of 6. So this is the answer. We have shaded 1 part out of 6 parts. Then in the second figure, again 1 out of 4 you have to shade. So the figure is divided into 4 equal parts and 1 we have to shade. So we have shaded 1. You can take any other part also and shade it. It will be 1 out of 4. And here in the last one, third one, the figure is divided into 3 equal parts and you have to shade 1/3. That means 1 part you have to shade. So this is the answer. Now let's move on to the next one. Fourth one. Here we have a figure, a ball, a circle which is divided into 4 equal parts, and we have to shade 3/4 of the ball. That means 3 parts out of 4 we have to shade. So here we have done that. Then fifth one, you have 9 equal parts, and how many you have to shade? You have to shade 4 out of 9. So this is the answer for this one. Now third one, identify the error if any. That means you have to look at the picture and you have to identify what mistake is there in this one. First one is given as this is half. In this figure, is it half? The shaded part is half? No, because the figure is not divided into 2 equal parts. This part is smaller than the other part. This is bigger, the lower one is bigger. So here this is not the half of the figure. How would the half look like? This will be the half of the figure. Okay. Now here also we have to identify the error, the problem here, the mistake. Here the figure is divided into 4 equal parts, but are the parts equal? All the parts equal? No, all the 4 parts are not equal. So is the shaded part 1/4 of the figure? No, the shaded part is not 1/4, as the figure is not divided into 4 equal parts. So 1/4 will be like this. Here it is shown in this figure. It is divided into 4 equal parts. So this is 1/4 of the figure. Now question number 4. What fraction of a day is 8 hours? So total how many hours in a day? We have 24 hours in a day. So what fraction is 8 hours out of 24 hours? It is 8 hours upon total number of hours in a day. That means it is 8 upon 24. So the fraction for 8 hours in a day is 8 upon 24. Question number 6 we have taken. Arya, Abhimanyu and Vivek shared the lunch. Arya has brought 2 sandwiches, one made of vegetables and one of jam. The other 2 boys forgot to bring their lunch. Arya agreed to share his sandwiches so that each person will have an equal share of each sandwich. So there are 3 children and there are 2 sandwiches and they have to be divided equally among these 3 children. Okay, so Arya will divide both sandwiches into 3 equal parts because there are 3 of the friends. Okay, and each one will get 1 part each of each sandwich. Okay, so each one will get 1 out of 3. It will be, both sandwiches will be divided into 3 equal parts and each one will get 1 part of the 3 parts. So what part of a sandwich will each boy receive? Each boy will receive 1/3 of the sandwiches because the sandwich is divided into 3 parts and each one will get 1 out of 3. So each boy will receive 1/3 of the sandwiches. Question number 7. Kanchan dyes dresses. She had to dye 30 dresses. She has so far finished 20 dresses. What fraction of dresses has she finished? So total number of dresses that she has to dye are 30 and so far how many she has finished? 20. So what fraction she has finished? We have solved the problem here. The total number of dresses Kanchan has to dye, they are 30 and the number of dresses she has finished, it is 20. So what is the fraction that she has finished? It is 20 out of 30. So it can be taken as 20 upon 30 or 2 upon 3. 20 upon 30. Okay, and it can be written as, we can cut the 2 zeros and 2/3. It can be written as 2/3. So the fraction of dresses she has finished dyeing is 2/3 or 20 upon 30. Question number 8. Write the natural numbers from 2 to 12. What fraction of them are prime numbers? So natural numbers from 2 to 12 are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. They are the natural numbers between 2 and 12. So what are the prime numbers among them? 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11 are prime numbers. So total how many numbers are there? The natural numbers from 2 to 12, they are 11. And what is the number of prime numbers from between 2 and 12? They are 5. So what is the fraction of prime numbers? It is 5 upon 11. A very similar question, 9th question. Write the natural numbers from 102 to 113. What fraction of them are prime numbers? So the natural numbers from 102 to 113 are these: 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112 and 113. And what are the prime numbers among these? They are 103, 107, 109 and 113. Okay, so what are the numbers we have between, how many numbers we have between 102 to 113? They are 12. Okay, and how many prime numbers are there? They are 4. So what is the fraction of prime numbers? It is 4 upon 12, which can be taken as 1 upon 3 because 4 3s are 12. So it can also be written as 1/3. So the fraction of prime numbers here is 1/3. Question number 11. Christine received a CD player for her birthday. She bought 3 CDs and received 5 others as gifts. What fraction of her total CDs did she buy and what fraction did she receive as gifts? Okay, so the number of CDs Christine bought from the market, they are 3, and the number of CDs she received as gifts is 5. So what is the total number of CDs Christine have? They are 3 plus 5, that is 8. So what is the fraction of CD she bought? She bought 3. So 3 out of 8, 3 upon 8 is the fraction of CD she bought. And how many she received as gifts? They are 5. So what is the fraction of CD she received as gifts? They are 5 out of 8. That means 5 upon 8. Now we come to the next topic, that is how to show the fractions on a number line. Children, you have learned how to show whole numbers and the integers on a fraction. On a number line. So how to show the fraction on a number line? What do we do to show? Suppose you want to show half on a number line. For this, what we do? We draw a number line and we take the first point, first mark as 1, and this is 1, and we know that half is more than 0 but it is less than 1, and half should be for half we have to divide this gap between 0 and 1 into 2 equal parts. Okay, because in half the denominator is 2, so we have to divide it into 2 equal parts, and each part will represent half. Now to show 1/3 or 1/3 on a number line, for this we draw a number line and divide the gap between 0 and 1 into 3 equal parts. Okay, we have to divide it into 3 equal parts because the denominator is 3, so we have to divide it into 3 equal parts, and each part represents 1/3. Okay, now to show 1/4 on a number line, we divide the gap between 0 and 1 into 4 equal parts, and each part will represent 1/4 or 1/4. Then to show 1/6 on a number line, we divide the number line into 6 equal parts, and each part represents 1/6. Similarly, if you want to show 1/8 on a number line, we divide the number line, the gap between 0 and 1 into 8 equal parts, and each part will be 1/8, 1/8. And if you want to show 2/8, it will be second one 2/8, 2/8. Third one 3/8. Fourth one is 4/8 or half. Then this one is 5/8. Next one 6/8. This is 7/8. And 1 is the whole, means it is 8/8. When we divide 8 by 8, we get 1, isn't it? So 1 whole means it is 8/8. Children, with this we end this session. We'll learn more in the coming session. Thank you.